we're starting off the vlog a little different today because it's me and Steven in the car. Also with this big ladder is our new guest here today, I guess. I'll get into why we have a ladder in the car in a second. But today is day 4 of quarantine. Which basically, I mean, obviously, I'm sure if you guys are watching this, you know what's going on in the world. It has been lots of uncertainty and a bit scary at times. We've been doing our absolute best to just stay inside. Thankfully, you know, I can work from home and stuff with YouTube. But aside from that, you know, we haven't left the house for anything aside to get groceries once yesterday. And it felt so weird. Like when we finally left yesterday, like our house, like to go get the groceries, we were like, oh my God, like, I don't know. It felt weird just to go outside. And it's not that you can't go outside. You just can't go, you know, and be around like lots of people. But normally, you know, we go to a gym every day and stuff like that, which has been closed, so we haven't been doing that. You know, we have to try and do some at-home workouts. We've kind of just taken this week off. We've been a little lazy.
A lot of pizza.
Yes, having pizza, watching Netflix. But next week, because I don't know that our gym is going to be reopening, you know, that soon. I hope, you know, fingers crossed they do, and this all blows over faster than I think they think it will. But you know, we're gonna have to start some at-home workouts. We may even purchase some gym equipment for our house because we're about to be like 500 pounds if we don't do that. We did watch all of Narcos season 2 though. It was really good on Netflix. We loved it. We've watched all the Narcos seasons, so we love that show on Netflix. Let us know down below what your Netflix recommendations are, because you know, we have some extra time now. I'm sure we all do, so then we can all see.
I've not seen the first season of Narcos Mexico.
Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't.
Wasn't into it.
Yeah, he didn't really want it. Yeah, I forgot. He didn't really want to watch the first season of Narcos Mexico, and I just kind of watched it by myself. And then he watched the second one. So you can really watch the second season without watching the first one. But we've basically just been in not, you know, doing anything, social distancing and stuff, which has been, you know, hard and weird at times, but you know, we get a little bored, but it's necessary right now. So I would definitely urge you guys. I completely understand that everybody can work from home. People have bills to pay, and I hope to God that if your job, you can work at home, your employer is allowing you to, you know, but just do your best, do what you can to social distance, because that can really help to flatten this curve and hopefully get this virus, you know, under control. Because it's not about whether or not you would survive it. You know, like with us, we're young, we would survive it most likely. You know, we have good immune systems, we don't have health issues, so we would probably be fine. But it's about,
you gotta think about the other people who don't have the same immune system or age, I guess, as we do.
Exactly. Yes, like, you know, I think about my grandparents, you know, Steven's grandparents, my mom and dad, even they're in their 60s. Like, those are all things that I think about. So, you know, that's why it's really important, because I could have it and unknowingly give it to them. And that's why I have been, you know, staying inside, and I just want to stay as, you know, protected as possible. Not necessarily about me, you know, getting it or whatever, but yeah, basically why we have this ladder is we're gonna go down to my grandma's house because she doesn't live there, because right now we can't see my grandma there. She's in an assisted living facility and they're on complete lockdown. So she hasn't lived in her house for like over a year now, but we're gonna be listing it this spring to sell it, just because where she's living right now, you know, super expensive and stuff. So we're gonna be selling her other house because obviously she hasn't been living there. But it needs some painting and stuff to be done to it before we list it. So Steven over here is going to be doing the painting. I was like, you know what? There's a silver lining to the fact that we have a little bit more time now. At least we can get some stuff done for my grandma. She doesn't have to pay somebody to come out and do it, because Steven is a good painter.
That's right.
He doesn't really like to paint.
It'll be good enough.
Yeah, he painted a lot of stuff in our current house when we moved in. So I feel like after that we were like, we're never painting again. But of course, to help my grandma, we will. So she lives down the shore, so it's quite a trek down there. It's gonna take us about an hour and a half to get down there, but we're gonna go do some painting, fix a couple things for her, and get her house ready to sell in this social distancing time that we have. All right, you guys, so we're at my grandma's house. Steven is up there. You guys can see him? He's working hard. I've been looking at old pictures, so I'm going to show you guys a couple of pictures that my grandma has at her house. So the first one is not old. It's from our wedding. Sorry about the glare, but there's me and Steven with my Mima. That's what I call her. I don't call her grandma. I call her Mima at my wedding. So she has this like where her TV was. The TV isn't here right now. But then there's a couple of pictures of me when I was younger that I'm going to show you guys. They're not that bad though. Okay, so this is me as a baby. So you guys can see my red hair. I don't know what's like on this picture frame, but Yeah, that's me as a baby. And then this was also when I still had red hair. This was me for my 8th grade dinner dance. So I remember I loved this dress. It was like blue with sequins. My mom helped me pick it out. But yeah, that's me from the 8th grade dinner dance. And that was like right before, I think I had blonde highlights here, but my hair was still like very red. And then this was my high school graduation picture. So I definitely didn't have like as blonde of hair as I have now. There, you can still just definitely see I did highlights on the red hair, but yeah, that was me in high school. So it shows the little progression. Then obviously you guys know what I look like now. Hi guys. So today is day, I don't even think I know anymore. 6? Where's Steven? How many days have we been quarantined?
5 or 6.
I think today is day 6 actually, that we have not left our house really to do anything. We came to the park today. We're still very far from like anybody else here, but we wanted to bring Prince outside. Let him run around for a little bit. We figured we'd just get out of the house and do something because we've been like so bored and
Stay away from other people though.
yes, but we just wanted to get outside at least for a little bit instead of just being cooped up in our house. He thinks he's a big dog. He doesn't understand that he's only 6 pounds and he's not a big dog at all and that they'll eat him. But yeah, we're just, you know, very much keeping our distance, but wanted to do a little something, you know. At least get outside, get some fresh air, and try to enjoy a little bit. Are you having fun? Barking at everybody?
Be nice.
You always acting like a little brat. The other dog is all the way over there. Like, he's nowhere even near us, but he's still barking at him.
We should take the bikes out for a little ride.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Bring the vlog camera with us. No?
No.
He's still in the back.
Maybe.
It's beautiful out.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about your motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant a physical bike.
Oh, it's motorcycles.
Oh. Okay, because little known thing about me is that I get really like, and not that I can't ride a bike, like an actual bike, you know?
Guys. She cannot ride a bike. Don't let her fool you.
No, it's not that I can't.
I've never seen it. I'll put it that way.
When I was little, I learned how to ride a bike, you know, like my dad taught me. But then I just like, I was never big into bike riding, so it had been like literally 20 years since I had ever really ridden one. And like, I feel like
I've never seen it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
if I really tried, I could, but I'm not good at riding bikes. But Steven likes to like actually like go out and ride like a bike. Like he has like a mountain bike and stuff. I would never do that. Not that I wouldn't, but I just would be scared.
The motorcycle than the mountain bike.
So when he said to ride bikes, I thought he meant physically go on like a regular bike, and that's why I was like, no. But Steven has motorcycles, which I don't like those either, because they're not safe. So I wish he didn't have them at all. But yeah, I thought he meant regular bike. We're gonna see if little Princey can jump over this little thing. I don't think he'll be able to, but let's see. Come on, baby. Oh, he's gonna go under it. Come on, baby, you got it. You jump up on the couch much higher than that.
He's got the height. I think we can do the height.
He's just trying to go under.
I don't know what it is.
Oh my God, spoiled rotten. Princess had it. He's just laying down.
He's more of an indoor pooch.
Yeah, he's more of an indoor dog. Another thing we've been doing during this quarantine is we started Love is Blind. We haven't finished it yet on Netflix, but I feel like everyone is talking about it. Honestly, I don't love it. Like, I don't know, how do you think about it?
It's not the best show I've ever seen on TV or Netflix, but
No, but it's like, because we have nothing better to do in this quarantine, we've been watching it. It's like, it's so bad that I can't look away. Like, we just keep watching it. And like, I mean, some of the couples I actually really like too, so like it makes it more enjoyable, but we've been watching that, so I would suggest that. But yeah, we're like almost, I think we have like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 episodes. Oh, he's completely done. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna start heading back. He's getting tired.
it's only been, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, we've been here for 10 minutes. My dog's already like, nope, we're good. All right, you guys, so with all this extra time that we just have on our hands now, we drove out. So there's this place it's not even really that close to where we grew up. It's nowhere near where we live now, but we used to come to this reservoir a lot when we were younger, like when we first started dating. This is about 30 minutes from where we went to high school, and it's just really pretty, and like
Maybe like an hour.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, depending on traffic. We used to just come here a lot because it's really pretty and stuff, and so we decided to take the drive out here today because, again, I mean, we have nothing better to do. And you know,
there's a lot of people here right now, actually.
Yeah, there's a ton. We're staying in the car, we're not getting out, but there are a lot of people here, I think, just looking at the view, and you know, because to just drive somewhere and kind of do something. So I'm going to show you guys the view. It's pretty, so you guys can see. It's like a reservoir sort of thing. But it's pretty. Just gave us something to come out and see. Maybe get a little positivity to look at this nice view. But there are a ton of people here that are not really practicing social distancing because they're like in groups walking all around, which we're not doing. We're not getting out of the car.
We're very far away from everybody else.
Yeah. Because there's like a parking lot back over there, but we have Steven's truck, so we're just kind of on the grass over here, just looking at the view and talking about all this craziness that's going on in the world. It's just a scary time because of the uncertainty. I know that we'll get through this though, and there'll be brighter days ahead. It's just scary with everything going on. And my heart goes out to anybody that's been, greatly affected by this. I hope that all of you guys are okay and you're staying healthy and you're social distancing as best as you can, within your means. I understand obviously people have to go to work. By the time we put this video up, this could all be different. That's what I feel like is the craziest thing, is like, even if I think back to like a week ago, so different. Just every day it seems to be getting worse and worse. At some point gonna have to start to get better. So I'm sorry if this vlog has been kind of boring. Our lives have been kind of boring because we've just been isolated and it stinks. But again, it's necessary. So, it is what it is. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope maybe I gave you some ideas of some stuff to do. Watch Love is Blind on Netflix. Watch Narcos. Go to the park and just stay far away from other people. Maybe if you have somewhere like this you can drive to. I actually told Steven the other day, I was like, maybe we should drive to Niagara Falls. Steven was like, you're crazy.
Drive 6 hours to Niagara Falls to see it for like 5 minutes.
We live about 5.5 hours from Niagara. I guess the New York side, but I've never been there. Grew up in this area my whole life. We're really not that far. I've actually never even been to Canada at all. Which is weird because we're really not all that far away. Like, it is a drive away. We don't even have to fly there. But I've never been to Niagara Falls, and I don't know, we never had like all this time on our hands to do stuff. Obviously I wouldn't be flying anywhere right now, but it is somewhere cool that we could drive to. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I mean, it depends how long this lasts. If this goes on for months, we probably will end up driving up there. We can say we saw Niagara Falls.
Maybe not.
Seems like you're crazy. We're not doing that. Because I probably wouldn't want to stay in a hotel, so we'd probably have to drive like the 5.5 hours up there and see and then drive the 5.5 hours back.
We drove from
Phoenix,
Arizona to the Grand Canyon for like 15 minutes and drove all the way back. It was like 3 hours each way.
Oh my God. So me and Steven, I don't think I've ever even told this story, but me and Steven back in the day, this was right after we graduated from college. I was in graduate school. Steven was like searching for a job after college, and he had got this job opportunity in Phoenix.
Well, I was pursuing a job opportunity.
Yes, he was pursuing a job opportunity in Phoenix. So we basically went out there, like we both flew out there, and
was it Phoenix or Scottsdale?
Well, technically it was Phoenix, but we were going to live in Scottsdale because Scottsdale is like part of Phoenix. I mean, if you guys live in Arizona, correct me if I'm wrong, but not necessarily. Yeah, I think it's like part of like the greater Phoenix area or something. So we basically, Steven was pursuing this job opportunity that we were pretty sure that he was actually going to take. So we went out to Phoenix for him to go through like the end rounds of like the interview process. And then we looked for places to live. Steven would have been working in Phoenix, but we were going to live likely in Scottsdale. We looked at like a bunch of different places in Scottsdale, like apartments. This was like literally years and years ago, like 5 years ago at this point. I was on YouTube, but I was still in college and everything else.
It was February and it was
like 90
degrees and everyone was freaking out because it was only February.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember the news channels being so scared. They had like a really big heat wave or something. It was like 90 in February, and they were like, oh my God, if it's 90 in February, like what is it going to be like in August? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it was so hot.
Dry heat, it's still hot.
Yes.
I don't care what everyone says. It's still hot.
Oh my gosh, yes. But we went out to Arizona. So we were, and that was the first time either of us had ever been to Arizona. So we were in the Phoenix area. We were looking around at, places to live, whatever. We didn't end up pursuing it because basically we both got scared in the end, and we were just like, no, we don't want to move so far away from our families.
It is beautiful out there though.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. I mean, beautiful. The places we were looking to live were beautiful and so much more affordable, like in comparison to here, but they were so much nicer. I was just like, oh my God, we'd be nuts not to live here.
Yeah, we stopped in Sedona for like, was it half a day or something? That was beautiful.
Yes. Sedona was, oh my God, yeah, that was so nice. And we like actually hiked. Yeah, at the Red Rocks, which I'm not really a hiker, but we did do that and I did like that. But basically, so we were out there. We had never been out there before. We didn't end up pursuing it again just because it was way too far from our families. And at the end, we just decided not to go all the way out there.
Else actually popped up back home while we were out there.
Yes.
So kind of went in that direction.
Yeah, like Steven was able to get a job here that was very similar to the one he was going to take out there. And obviously if we stayed here, we would have been closer to our family. So that's what we decided to do. But the moral of why I was even telling this story was, so we had never been there before. We, you know, were like, you know, I don't know that we're ever going to get back here. You know, like I didn't know if we were ever going to go back. And so I was like, you know what, we had like, I don't even know. Like, I think our flight was at night. The last day we didn't have anything. We had already seen all like the apartments that we had to view and stuff for potential places to live.
That's the last day we did that?
Yeah, we did on the last day, which is even more scary because if we like hit traffic or something and missed our flight.
Flat tires. I'm even screwed.
Yeah. But like, so Steven had already finished everything with his like job, like all the stuff he had to do for that. So it was the last day. I think our flight was like, I think we took a red eye home. So our flight was at like 9 o'clock at night, but we had to check out of the hotel by like 11 a.m. or whatever, for checkout time. So I was like, you know what, let's go to the Grand Canyon. Cause like, when are we ever going to come back here? I had seen the Grand Canyon through, you know, flying to back and forth from New York to LA. You see it a lot of times on the flight. So I'd seen it before, but never like in person, you know, only from like the airplane. So I was like, let's just go. And Steven's like, are you sure?
What else are we gonna do?
No, you were like, Kelly, that's so far away. It was, and we had to rent a car and everything too, because obviously we were gonna Uber out. I don't even know if Uber was a thing back then. Like, it wasn't like what it is today.
So you rented this little car.
Tiny, like the cheapest car they had at the rental place, and drove all the way to the Grand Canyon. And we got there, and like, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's just it's a canyon, you know? I don't know. So there's not like, there's a ton to do there. Like, we didn't have enough time to really do anything.
There's things you could do there we didn't have time to do.
Right, like we couldn't, like you can like hike down it and stuff like that, but we didn't have nearly enough time to be able to do that. So we basically just drove way out there, looked at it, you know, we took some pictures, it was beautiful, everything else. I think I FaceTimed my parents and showed them because they hadn't seen it. You know, and then we basically just got back in our car and drove back to Phoenix and then got on the plane.
And there's people like, while we're there, there's people literally like hanging off the railings, like into the canyon, like with their selfie sticks.
Oh my God, so scary. I wonder if it's changed though.
I don't know.
Since
there's
then,
signs all over the place that not go over the railings, but whatever.
But there really wasn't like that much enforcement of it. Like you could literally, like, if you really wanted to, like,
there's not really someone that's there all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, people were getting really, really close to the edge with like, I remember so many people with selfie sticks. That's when selfie sticks were like huge. Yeah. Oh my God. And they were really like hanging over the thing with the selfie stick. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, so I feel like if we went to Niagara, we'd be doing the same thing we did at.
Probably go there, like find some place to eat and come back home.
But we can't even eat anywhere, Steven.
No, take out.
Yeah, take out and eat in the car, I guess. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something to do that would be fun. But yeah, that's the time that we drove to the Grand Canyon. All right, guys. So I think we're going to wrap up today's vlog here. Again, I'm sorry if it was boring. I hope the next vlog will be more fun and exciting and we'll be able to go out and do things. And this will all be, this will all be a thing of the past. We love you guys. Please stay safe and we will see you very soon. Bye.